the GOAT here, the greatest of all time, Clementine, blow your mind, one of a kind. I've seen baseball, 6 continents. If they build a baseball park in Antarctica, you know I'll be there, and I've already been there. I've seen sports in more than 100 countries. Heck, I've seen more than 100 sports in 100 countries. I am in Dubai, live and fly, and I am with Dylan, whose family is of India origin. Check out the product placement, India flag. Dylan here just won a game for his team India in the first ever game at Baseball Dubai Ballpark, Baseball United Ballpark. In fact, this brother right here had a great drag bunt. I saw that, I'm like, this brother's played baseball before. Sure he has. He's from Canada. So Dylan, thank you for doing the video. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
And before we get this going, I gotta give my MLB impersonation of Dylan. These locks, we love you, Brandon Crawford from the Giants. Brandon Crawford, that's this Brandon Crawford. Now what position? You second base?
So I'm actually second base and center field.
Second base, center field. Okay, so not a shortstop, but we got the locks. All right, Dylan, you mentioned that your parents were born and raised in India. Do I have that correct?
That's correct.
And when you were growing up, between the years of birth and 5, you lived in Kuwait.
Correct.
But when did you actually start playing baseball? When you moved to Canada around 5?
That's correct.
All right.
Reached Canada, stepped foot on that Canadian soil. That's when I started playing baseball.
Now, let's talk about that. How did you get into baseball? Was it from your peer pressure of friends at the school? How old were you about when you started playing baseball in Canada?
Sure, so I actually remember the day because I'll never forget it. I came home from school and my dad had a flyer. I don't even think he knew what that was. Go to find out, he said, do you want to play this sport? Didn't even know the name. It was baseball. And I don't know if he had any correlation with cricket because he was a cricketer from
He was,
Mumbai.
I was going to ask
He was a cricketer from Mumbai, and I don't know if he saw a bat and a ball. He asked me, do you want to play? I just said yes, and here I am today.
Now, do you remember about how old you were?
Yeah, definitely 5 or 6.
Wow.
And so I was lucky enough to start right at the start.
Wow, because I didn't start playing baseball till 10, and look at me now. I didn't play beyond high school. Maybe that's why. So 5 or 6. Now, where did you primarily grow up in Canada? What city?
Sure, so started off in Markham, Ontario, Canada. That was my first home. And now I'm currently living in Pickering, Ontario, Canada.
Now, when you were growing up playing baseball, were you living in the Toronto suburbs?
Yeah, I'd say so. The Markham suburbs for sure.
Yeah, so Markham, ladies and gentlemen, many Americans probably haven't heard of that in Canada because most Americans don't travel. Hopefully they heard of Toronto. Markham is a suburb, a big suburb in Toronto, as the Canadians say. So is Pickering also in Ontario?
Pickering's also in Ontario, just 5 minutes, 10 minutes away from Markham, not too far.
Okay, so how old are you?
Right now, 27.
27 years old. Now, what was the highest level of baseball that you played?
So for me, I would say it was one of the travel teams that I played for. It's called Eastern Ontario Baseball Association. We got to go to Michigan State University for a showcase, and that was the highest for me because I never got to play ball in school. I had to work a lot.
That's okay. So how old were you at that point?
At that point, it was definitely grade 12.
Like 17, 18?
Yeah, 17, 18.
Okay, so the reason I'm asking that question is you might be wondering, okay, we got baseball here in the Middle East. Why? Well, just like any other sport, any other business, you want to grow your business. And if you watch Major League Baseball, not a few years ago, we had a gentleman from the Pirates of African descent. I mean, his roots are in Africa. I'm not talking about he grew up in the United States, okay? And we've got an Italian, Alex Liddy, who played for the Mariners, born and raised in Italy. We have some other sprinklings of Europeans, okay? So the idea here is 5, 10, 15, 20 years, will we see those from predominantly, I say predominantly because India is a melting pot, Muslim Middle East country. Now, India is not in the Middle East. Muslim is one of many religions, the biggest population. You know, India's population is greater than China, right? And of course, there's a lot of Indian Americans. He happens to be a Canadian Indian. So the idea here is he's on this team. He had a great bunt in the game to be a role model for those that are native to India, that maybe have a cricket background, that are being introduced to baseball. Would you say that's a fair assessment that I just gave?
Absolutely accurate.
Now, let's go back to when you got this opportunity to represent India. How long ago? When did you get a phone call? What happened?
It was actually pretty crazy. 2024 social media. So I got the call just 2 or 3 weeks before this tournament, before coming here today.
It's only two or three weeks ago from here.
That's correct.
And they reached out to you on social media.
I was reaching out to them on every account.
Because you wanted to play.
I wanted to play. I've been dreaming of this day to play
So had you heard about the tournament then?
I knew about Baseball United.
And how did you know about Baseball United?
I've never heard of baseball in the Middle East before, so absolutely I was going to follow that.
But how did you find out about it?
Instagram.
Okay, so you're still a big baseball fan. You wanted to keep playing. Now, prior to this tournament, and by the way, it's 7 November 2024. Prior to this tournament, when was the last time you played a game?
Oh, I play in a men's league every summer, so...
Okay, so you're staying active.
Oh, for sure.
And because he lives in Canada, they're not playing baseball in wintertime unless they're inside. So you play for the love of the game, and of course that's what this is. And so you just wanted to keep playing and thought, hey, what a unique opportunity. My family's of Indian descent. I've got Indian roots in me. I can play for India and help grow the game.
Absolutely. And it wasn't even just to keep playing. I've been dreaming of the day to play baseball for India.
Oh, wow.
That
Now,
was
how long does that go back? Let's talk about that. Is that from when you were born?
As soon as I saw the Olympics, I can't remember the year. Baseball was in the Olympics. So when I was in elementary school, I'd see Japan, China, Dominican, all
So seeing baseball in the Olympics got you understood. Now, you mentioned your dad was a cricketer from Mumbai, is that right?
That's correct.
What was the highest level of cricket your dad played?
I think it was just the region. So how they have different cities, he played for the city.
And was that like amateur or was he paid?
No, I think it was amateur for sure.
So it was his passion.
It was his passion.
But he didn't force cricket on you as a young boy. He saw this brochure of baseball in Canada and said, as a father, I want to let my kid decide what he wants to do.
Absolutely.
I want my kid to try baseball. Now, did you play any other sports growing up in Canada?
No, it was mainly baseball, and I didn't play other sports until I got to high school level.
And what did you play in high school?
High school, I played badminton and soccer.
But baseball's always
So
been your
baseball
passion.
was number one, and all I thought about.
Okay. So this is a very interesting story that Dylan has shared with us. And my sense is that these other flags that you see here, this is a 9-team tournament, Afghanistan, Nepal, Sri Lanka. In fact, that's the Sri Lanka flag, that's the Saudi flag. Palestine has a team. If there's those that have played baseball, they're probably the leaders on those teams like Dylan. Now, the game we just saw, and I'll put up the video of the first pitch, the first everything, was against Afghanistan. You can see the talent difference between India and Afghanistan. How long did you guys have time to practice before you see that?
So I know these boys had a 15-day camp.
Okay,
in
but
New
you weren't
Delhi.
part of that.
I wasn't part of
And
it.
is that because they are born and raised, they live in India?
They lived there, and
Okay.
like I said, I didn't get the call until 2-3 weeks ago, so once I did, I practiced every day in Canada.
So, are you the only player on the team that's not currently living in India?
Correct. I'm the one international guy. The rest of the boys are all from India.
Okay. Have they explained to you the rule? Because I haven't asked. Is there like a rule in terms of each team can have one or more international guys, or there's no real rule?
I'm sure
That
there's a
you
certain
haven't been
amount
told.
of natives you need to have, but you can't have more than 25 guys. And I think as long as you prove citizenship or
Right.
Indian
So
or
similar to the
origin-
World Baseball Classic.
Exactly.
As long as you prove
You're good to
citizenship.
go.
Now, when you're done playing, when Father Time kicks in, and you start playing softball, is it your vision to maybe coach and maybe get involved that way?
Absolutely. I've already started coaching a little bit back in
Oh, wow.
Canada. And 100% because I appreciate Pickering Red Sox. I appreciate all those coaches. that
Pickering
just-
Red Sox.
That's where I started, and I appreciate all those coaches. I actually just called my coach before this to thank him and had a little FaceTime, and I just want to give back the same way they gave their time for free.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, what's your real job in Canada? What did you do?
I got like 3 jobs in Canada because you have to grind.
Oh,
You have to-
Canada, like the United States, it's very expensive. That's why we elected another crazy, crazy, crazy president. And I'm not talking about the bad with bad hair. I'm talking about all the presidents we elect. Okay, so give us an idea of some of the jobs you have.
Just my main one is a little administrative role
Okay,
for the Ontario Police Commission back home.
okay,
Second job is I'm a driver for the transit system.
okay.
Third one, baseball umpire.
Oh, okay, I knew there was a baseball umpire in there. All right, this is the last part of the video where we talk baseball. Favorite player?
Player. Ichiro Suzuki. Japan.
Ichiro. I'm assuming you're a Jays fan, yes or no?
Absolutely.
When are they going to get back to the World Series? It's been since 1993. Were you even born in
I
1993?
heard all about it, and I dream of the day. And especially because I used to work on the grounds crew for them.
Oh, how about that at Rogers Center?
2016
At
was
the
the closest
Sky
I
Dome.
got to see.
Was that an internship or what were you doing?
No, same thing again. I just got lucky.
You had a gig as on the grounds crew. How about that? So you're hoping the Jays turn things around. And he's got a little flow, like Bo, Bichette. It's me, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, Dylan. Thank you for your time, Clementine. I gotta go in and see some more baseball. We got Pakistan, Bangladesh. In fact, I think Pakistan and India, ooh, that might be a preview of the finals. Because those brothers from Pakistan, my good friend Syed, he's doing a great job promoting the game in Pakistan. And once you know it, those are two cricket countries, and they hate the shit out of each other. I can use shit because it's my video. And how do I know that? Because I was at the Cricket World Cup, because I'm the greatest of all time, 2023 October, Ahmedabad Stadium, biggest cricket stadium, maybe in the world, certainly in Asia, certainly in India, certainly in that part of the world. And the Indians didn't even let the Pakistani fans in with a visa. And what did I tell you? That's like South Korea and North Korea gonna play some football. Yeah, they're gonna exchange visas. That's gonna happen. Like they ain't even gonna play, that's gonna happen. Or Serbia against Kosovo, don't you know? Ain't gonna happen. We'll see you next video. Bye.
Thank you, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, my pleasure. So,
Where can I find this?